Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world.
Hi, this is Khushi Chauhan and you're watching Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world. The culmination of India's year-long presidency of the G20, the summit concluded with the adoption of a G20 leaders' declaration, which stated the participating leaders' commitment towards the priorities discussed and agreed upon during the respective ministerial and working group meetings. Let's delve into the key decisions, discussions, and the overall conclusion of this significant gathering of world leaders. The G20 summit, representing 85% of the world's GDP and 80% of emissions, saw the heads of state from various countries converge in Delhi. Notably absent were the leaders of China and Russia, who skipped the summit. Despite their absence, both China and Russia expressed their agreement with the Delhi Declaration, which called on all states to refrain from using force to seize territory. However, it stopped short of condemning Russia for its actions in Ukraine. Ukraine's foreign ministry criticized the declaration, stating it was nothing to be proud of and lamenting the absence of Ukrainian participation, which they believed could have offered a better understanding of the situation. One of the standout commitments of the summit was the aim to triple global renewable energy capacity by 2030. Leaders also pledged to expedite efforts to phase down coal power, though they did not commit to a complete phase-out of all polluting fossil fuels, including oil and gas. However, there was a reaffirmation of a 2009 promise made in Pittsburgh. The G20 nations pledged to eliminate and rationalize inefficient fossil fuel subsidies, a move aimed at addressing environmental concerns. In a historic development, the African Union was inducted as the new permanent member of the G20, signifying a shift in global dynamics and giving developing nations a greater say in global decision-making. Before the summit sessions began, delegates paid homage to Mahatma Gandhi at his memorial Rajghat in Delhi, a reminder of the principles of non-violence and diplomacy. Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar and G20 Sherpa Amitabh Kant addressed the media, providing insights into the summit's discussions and outcomes. Following the conclusions of all scheduled discussions, marking the ceremonial transfer of the G20 presidency, Prime Minister Narendra Modi today handed over the gavel to Brazilian President Luiz, who praised India for giving voice to topics of interest of emerging economies. Diplomats from across the world are hailing India's successful presidency, which not only helped the heavily divided bloc reach a consensus, but also laid the ground for deeper future cooperation. Under Indian leadership, G20 changed forever as it witnessed the inclusion of the African Union into the bloc, setting the stage for more reforms in global multilateral organizations. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more updates.
Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world.